Good heavy metal.
They turn it up. They crank up the volume.
Their music isn't like garbage, you know? They know how to get the crowd going. It's music.
There's only one thrash band around that I know of, and that's Metallica. Mayhem. Total. From start to finish. Loud, fast, heavy. Loud. A lot of loud. Yeah. It's different. It's great. Metallica!
How come?
Because they're better. I see the best friends in the United States of America!
New York City, hey, it's Lars from Metallica. We've been rehearsing out in San Francisco for the last week, and we got this thing going tonight where you guys get a chance to hear the new record. We got some footage that we shot in the studio over the making of the record. We got some other crap from the early days, and I think a clip or master of puppets that you might not have seen. I think one or two of us might actually be looming around here somewhere tonight, so maybe we'll see you around later. Meanwhile, here's the new record. Here's the new video for Enter Sandman, a bunch of other Metallica shit. So hope you enjoy it. And we start touring in October. So we'll see you around soon.
Freak yourself out there?
Kinda.
1, 2, 3, go. No. 1, 2, 3, go.
1, 2,
3, go. Yeah.
on the upbeat.
Yeah. And on the end.
I started hunting around for other people to be in a band with after my whole tennis dreams pretty much just went down the toilet. And hooked up basically within like the next year with this guy named James Hetfield. And, you know, I think you know the story from there on.
Yeah, you got it. Seek and destroy.
You know, we got Metallica together in LA in '81, October '81. Went through a couple different lineup changes. Moved up to San Francisco in '83. Went out to New York. '83, caught our first record, Kill 'Em All. By that time, we had gotten both Kurt Hammett and Cliff Burton in the band. And off we went. Pursuit of the rock and roll, whatever that you pursue. Started just traveling all over the country, started playing in Europe, you know, blah, blah, blah.
It's thrash. A lot better than the other stuff on it.
It's like the old Metallica.
It's the old Metallica.
It's all
A lot heavier than the newer album.
Well, the new album's thrash.
Yeah, but not as thrash as the old album.
We don't want no getting crushed up here. Just back up a little bit, all right? We want to keep playing, all right? Yeah, back the Up, all right? All right? Some other people want to watch, all right?
How are they different from other metal bands that you listen to?
They're not. Every metal band is excellent.
Yeah. Why are these guys special? What brings you here?
I go to every concert.
Yeah, Cliff was definitely a very unique character. I remember the first night me and James saw him, which was down here at the Whiskey. Both of us looked at each other and just like, we just have to get this guy in the band. After much persistent nagging and so on, he agreed to join the band on that one condition that we were moved up to San Francisco because he didn't want to move to LA.
Guitar? Do you know who Cliff is? Why don't you all say hi to Cliff? He's gonna play some bass for you.
Most of the songs that we'd written up to that point in time were pretty much like one-dimensional. They all had kind of the same feel to them and stuff like that. But Cliff brought, showed like James and me like a lot of like harmonies and how to use like melodies and just expanded our horizons.
Hush, wild child. Hush, will you go higher
The time had finally arrived for us to do like a first, music video. So we basically rejected the whole idea as confused as we could, but at the end we had to give in and actually had to realize that the idea that they had come up with up at Cute Crime between him and Cliff was actually like not a bad idea. And for a first video of ours, since we had avoided doing them for so long, it actually seemed like a pretty cool thing, because what it did was it still left enough up to the imagination. It was still pretty much a kind of indirect video, and there was still a lot of things that you could do with it yourself mentally from after you saw it.
Oh, my breath is I wish for death. Oh, please, God, wake me.
Beach Arena in like December of that year, '88, we shot the video in a warehouse in downtown LA for a whole day, and it was our first experience doing that kind of shit, and it was pretty cool. We're gonna try this, and then we're gonna try that, and then we're gonna try this, and then we're gonna go around with this and stuff like that. When we walked out of there after the shot was done, we had tried like about a quarter of all the ideas that the guy had. And I was like thinking, oh shit, this is gonna be like not too happening, because we didn't really get any of it done, and they're gonna intercut it with this weird movie footage and stuff. But when I saw it, I knew that we'd hit upon something that was like pretty cool, that was like right. It's not the most uplifting of videos, but it certainly has kind of effect on you when you watch it. And I just remember we had it out on the road. It was in Knoxville, where we showed it to like all the people on our crew and like the guys from Queensryche and stuff like that up in my room. I just remember every time the thing rolled, it was like there was about like 5 minutes of silence. Everybody just sitting around the room like being all stunned, and it was pretty heavy. It was pretty cool.
Rage.
I don't know, for me, making a record's like just a lot of ups and downs, and I mean, it's great now that you can sit and you're just doing your final mix, and it's coming out, better than you even expected it to do. But just sometimes, as you'll see in some of the stuff that's documented, it's just getting there. I don't know if the word fun is the right word. You just kind of have to, just do what you have to do, go with your instincts and hope that you make the right decisions along the way, and just, make the most of it.
Gotta take off right there. If it's too much in time, it just kind of lays there.
There's one title called Enter Sandman. The way that we usually do it is, me and James we'll sit there with, the riffs and the basic vibe of the song, and then, we'll have like a list of song titles, and there's could be like 50 titles on, some of them go back, 5, 6, 8 years.
The figure that goes into the verse, ba da 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 da
and then the first 2 bars we gotta get. Okay?
What? No, not both. Not both. Oh. Yes, sir!
Die clear. Well, it's really nothing.
I think with Jason, I mean, the guy's an incredibly talented bass player and can, you know, play bass, you know, like Steve Vai plays guitar, you know, just doodle right along with the best of them and do a lot of really quick shit and stuff like that.
We've done something that is really unpredictable and is very strong. Every song on the record is very strong in its own way. It has its own kind of cool little message, you know, its own sometimes indirect message, you know, like Metallica does.
I think Jason's brought a lot of, he's kind of like the stable guy in the band. It's like, you know, you got me over here and James, you know, 4 miles that way, and Kirk sort of floating around. And
when I say hunger, it's we want to go out there and we want to do it. We want to do it right. We want to show these people what it's all about. You know, our way, our way. That's the big thing. We want to do it our way.
Something's wrong, something like heavy thought tonight, and the honor's the way.
Excellent. Need to breathe.
Yeah, it's better when you don't breathe.
It's better when you don't breathe.
It's got a little more anxiety to it.
Let's don't do a yeah. A yeah! At the end. Do something else. Woman.
All right.
Okay?
Child.
Fire woman. Here we go.
Kick on a horse.
Same track.
Chick on a horse.
Something's wrong, something like heavy thought tonight, and the honor's the way. Dreams of war, dreams of lies, dreams of dragons fire, and of things that will fight. Woman.
I just think we've opened our minds a little more on some of this newer stuff, especially. And I don't know what the big deal is.
James has all these musical ideas and stuff like that, but sometimes he's not really outgoing with them. And it's just like, I guess I just kind of pull them out of him, and then I add, you know, my, you know, vibe to the songs and kind of, you know, maybe which direction the song should go and what the song's musical feel and stuff like that. And then it just works.
On the back.
huh?
Not cool, cool, cool.
Right, but that thing right there is this thing.
Right, this is cool.
Oh! Okay. Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Here it is, guys. None
Saw it
more
here
black.
first. You saw it here first, huh?
None
Pretty
more.
exciting, huh? Spinal Tap.
The answer is none more black.